Hey, what's up guys? It's John Dominique, aka Prize Pictures. Today I want to do a review of a hip bag that I got recently. I'm into hip bags as far as everyday camera carries because they're more comfortable for me. They don't bounce around as much as like a messenger bag does. And I like to do a lot of walking in the woods, squatting up and down, getting up and down off the ground, and I don't like stuff bouncing off of me when I do that. So I like hip bags. I had one previously. It was the 311 V6 Tactical. I think that's the name of it. And that was a nice bag. It was compact. It was like a 3-liter version, and it was cool because it was like a square shape, and it would sit up on itself, and you can tuck the strap inside if you get creative with it. Now the strap was a little too big for me, so I rigged it to fit my hip a little bit better. And I like that bag a lot. But the problem was I took it to work one day. It didn't have a camera in it, but I had some personal items that I took to work, and I left it in the locker, and the next day it was gone. So I needed a new bag, and this is the one I came across. This is I don't know how to pronounce it, the Fjällräven Abisko 6. This is the bag right here. It's yellow. They also have it in black, and it's a good bag. It's very big. It's a 6-liter, a lot bigger than what I'm used to. So I wanted something that I could carry my cameras in, because now I'm not. I sold the EP3, and so now I'm just carrying the EM1 Mark II. I also have a Konica Auto Reflex T camera, and I wanted something that would carry it easily. And this one fits the bill nicely. I did a little research. I saw this. It looked great. It had all the features that I think I needed. And the things I like about it so far, I've had it for a few weeks now. I want to say going 3 to 4 weeks. And I put it through its paces to see how it would hold up in different situations and different scenarios. And I'm glad to report that it's doing very, very well. I'm very happy with it, satisfied with its usefulness. And the first thing I like about it is the build quality. It's put together very well. It's sturdy, and the materials are nice. So that's what I like first about it, the build quality. It stays in place when I put it on my hips, which is great, which is what I wanted. Even when I'm like walking fast or squatting down and standing back up, it doesn't tend to fall off my hips like some of the other ones do. And I'm very happy about that. So staying in place is important to me on this hip bag, and it does that very well. It's comfortable even with heavy items too, which is cool because my Konica is pretty heavy. I mean, I wouldn't say the Olympus EM1 Mark II is super heavy, but I'm starting to want to carry bigger items and more sturdy items. And it seems like no matter how much stuff I put in this bag, it stays comfortable, which is really cool. And it doesn't lose its shape and get all floppy and feel weird if you put heavy items in it. So that's really cool. I don't know how they do it, but it's really a good feature of this bag. I like the sizing. The 6-liter can help me fit a lot of stuff. I'm carrying some personal items in here as well. On the sides, it has like these zippers, like on the belt, on the sides of the belt. You can put extra items in here, which is cool. So I'm keeping personal items, hand sanitizer, some wipes and things like that in there, which is really handy. And it can put, you can put your keys in there, whatever you want in here, like on the side straps of the belt, which is really great. I'm happy about that. So the sizing is great. It's got extra pockets in here, which is cool. Like on the top, it's got like this section where you can probably for your cell phone. I tend to keep my cell phone in my back pocket, so I don't use this. I leave it open, and plus when you put it in here, when you put anything in here, it's gonna dig into the main compartment. So I tend not to put anything in this. But it's got good organization and good side pockets, like access. In the main pocket, it's got like these 3 stretchy sections where you can put stuff in here, so it's a little bit organized and stuff doesn't fall out real easily. And I like that it's stretchy too. That's very helpful. So the sizing is good in the extra pockets. And the cameras, when I put a camera in here, it sits nicely on my hip. Again, no matter how much weight I put in here, it stays comfortable, which is awesome. You don't get that in a lot of bags. So I'm very happy with that. It's got a two-way zipper up here at the main zipper. The main compartment's got a two-way zipper. So, I'm sorry, that's not. This is the main compartment. It's got one zipper, two zippers, so you can open it up from either side, which is a nice touch. That's a nice touch. So a two-way zipper is good. The straps are a good length. Because I'm kind of like a skinnier guy, and some of the straps on the last bag I had, the last hip bag, the strap was too small, or was it too big? It was a little too big actually, and even if I put it at the lowest setting, the smallest setting, it would fall off my waist because I'm kind of like a skinnier guy. I wear a size like 34. But I was able to adjust it but I had to modify it. But on this bag, it's a good, what do I want to say? It's got a good range of sizing, good range of sizes that you could use. And it's got some strap keepers, which is good to keep the extra straps from dangling, which is cool. So that's kind of helpful. As you can see here, that's very helpful. And I like the strap because it's not too thin and it's sturdy enough, and it's adjustable, and it's easy to adjust the strap length from the back or the front when you're wearing it, which is cool because sometimes you're walking around and you need to loosen it up or tighten it up a little bit, and it can get frustrating if you have to keep doing that, and it's not easy to do. But this one is pretty easy to adjust as you're walking around, as you're wearing it, which is really, really great. It's got a beefy buckle, which I like. Some of the hip packs got like buckles that are just kind of wimpy, and you know it's not going to last that great. But this one's kind of beefy, so I'm happy about that beefy buckle on this. You know, when you hear it, it's like pretty solid. Like that beefy buckle, definitely. Very happy with that. It's got compression straps, like in this section here. If you see this, it's got like places for drinks holders. One here and one here on the side, which is awesome. And I put my lenses in here, which is cool because it makes it really convenient for me to carry my lenses. And anytime I need to switch, they're right there. They're easy to get to. And there's some compression straps here. If you put something in there that's tall and you need to kind of secure it, you can cinch it down with these compression straps. So that's great. I don't really use that feature that much because I'm keeping lenses in here. So, but that's a good feature. I like that about that. It's got this front webbing here, which is really great. If you want to put like a jacket or something, you can put it in here, and then you can cinch it down, and it'll stay there like an extra place to store like a jacket or some fabric. So that's great for flexibility. It's got a grab handle here on top, which is cool. The grab handle is good to carry the item, to carry this overall. It's not padded or anything. It's just kind of like a thin piece of fabric, but at least it has that. That's a good little touch, a good little feature to have, because you're carrying it, and just to pick it up, it makes it easier to pick it up and carry, which is great. I'm very happy about this grab handle. I'm glad they put that on here. It's a good feature. The material is lightweight. It's a 200D, I want to say, 200D type of nylon material fabric, almost ripstop fabric. And it feels like it'll wash off pretty easy. And it looks like it's a little bit water repellent, which is great. And I like the how lightweight this bag is overall. And then the last thing I like about it, it's got like some reflective material here, and I want to say some spots of it here, it's got like reflective material at night. If you're wearing it at night and you're walking around in the dark, it's got a little bit of safety features of reflectivity so that people can see you easier, which is really great. So those are the pros that I like with this bag. It's very nice. I've been very happy with it, very satisfied. There are some things that I don't like. The first thing, and these are little nitpicks. I mean, no bag is perfect, but this is the best bag I've ever had. So I'm not gonna lie to you. I just enjoy it, and it gets the job done very well, and it gets out of the way and lets me do what I need to do. But the first thing I don't like about it is that the zippers, even though they're very smooth, and I like me a smooth zipper, don't get me wrong, it's difficult to one-hand the zippers when you're opening and closing it. So it's hard to do it with one hand. If you keep the zippers kind of like in the top range here, and it makes it a little easier, but there's a little corner here. When it gets there, it gets a little more difficult. It's not a deal breaker, it's not huge, but I kind of prefer if it was easier to one hand these zippers. It's just a little bit more difficult to one hand this. No big deal though. The fabric is a little bit thin. You know, I'm carrying sensitive materials in here, my cameras. I would have liked a little bit more padding or a little bit more thickness in the material. But then again, this is not meant really to carry cameras. That's just the way I do it. I carry my cameras as my everyday carry type of style. So I guess you could get around that by putting like maybe a towel in there or something. That's a little bit of extra padding if you wanted to. That's one way to get around it, but it's not a big deal as long as I can carry my cameras and carry them well without having, without being a hassle. I take good care of my gear, so I'm not too worried about this not having enough padding. Zippers are not sealed, I don't think, against water, so I think water can get into these zippers. So that's one thing that I kind of don't like, but I know the material is a little bit water repellent. It'll repel water, so that's great. The buckle is in the middle of the strap, which makes things a little bit more difficult to do. Putting it on and taking it off is a little bit more difficult than it normally would be. I think if you put the strap on the side, like right here instead, or right here on the other side. But I can see why they didn't do that, because it's got these pockets instead, like, where you can put extra materials. It's got like more storage pockets on this side. It would have been hard to keep that strap here on the side because these would have gotten in the way. So I can understand why that is, but still at the same time, it'll make it easier if the buckle was more on the side, or on this left side or the right side of the bag. But no big deal. The buckle is easy to take on and take off normally, and it's easily adjustable, which is really great. So that's not a deal breaker either, because the buckle, like I said, is in the middle instead of the sides. One of the things I didn't like is that there is a key attachment in here, which is good. I don't use it. It's a little thin, on the thinner side, if you can see right here. It's gonna focus, probably not. And it's a little, it's just kind of dinky. Now, the thing I don't like about it, it's not long enough. And also, it's not stretchy. It would have been cool if it was long and stretchy, where you didn't have to take your actual keys out of here. You can just use it while it's still on your hip and allow it to be long enough for you to reach the door with your arm with this key strap. But that's okay. I'm not even hardly using that key strap, but it's good. It's good to know that it's there if I needed it. Not a deal breaker either. The other thing I kind of don't like about it is it's a little awkward to handle, because it's a hip bag, and it's not like the one that I had before, the V6 Tactical, was more of a square, and it's easier to stand on itself and to just tuck away and to handle. It just made it easier because it stands up on its own, and it's more neat and convenient. It looks nicer when you're just lying it on the ground or on the floor or wherever, on your car seat or your bed. And the other thing I don't like is that the straps don't tuck. The other one I had, I could take the strap and I could fold it into itself into the main compartment, which was good. But this one is, these straps are big and beefy, so you're not gonna tuck this away anywhere. And that kind of makes it a little awkward to carry, but that's cool. It's okay. I'll take the hit. I'll sacrifice a few things. There's ups and downs, advantages, pros and cons. You have to take pay the price for whatever convenience or whatever. So, but it's kind of cool though. I can wear it on my shoulder, and it's like a belt, like a championship belt. But this is the Abisko, Fjällräven Abisko 6 review, and this is a very nice bag. I'm very happy with it. It's very satisfying. I'm very content with it. I can't see much more that I need in this. It does everything I need and more, and I'm very happy with it. And it's a good value for money, even though it is very expensive. I'm not gonna lie, I bought it with my own money, but I'm happy with it. And let me know if you have any comments, questions, suggestions. Like my video, subscribe to my channel. It's John Dominique Price Pictures.